Alright guys, we're going to try something new today. As part of Cinema Connect, we're going to try and start reviewing games and giving them a rating, as well as providing feedback on them, as a way to help the community grow and to help beginner developers and even advanced developers on their games that they have on Roblox. If this sounds interesting to you, then join the Discord in the description, Cinnamon Connect. You can submit your game there and I'll do a review on it. I'll give you some feedback and I'll also give it a rating at the end. It's up to you whether you take that feedback on. It's coming from me, it's my personal opinion. It might not work for your game and it might not fit, but it's just things I'll notice while I'm playing through it. Now, without further ado and no more explanations, the game that we're playing today is a game called Unbox a Car. It was posted in the Cinnamon Connect Discord in the description, please join. And essentially what it is it's a game where you hit boxes, you get cars, and those cars generate money, and then you upgrade your sword. It's a pretty tight gameplay loop, to be honest. As you can see from the video, I've already been playing for a little bit. I've got all my plots filled with cars. They're all generating money that I can collect, and I'm auto-attacking these boxes in front of me. Now, what you can do in this game is you can swap out the cars whenever you get a good one. So, for example, if a car pays $10 and then your next one that you get pays $20, if all of your plots are full, you just swap them out and you can sell the other one. As I've already said, in general, it's a really tight gameplay loop. I actually quite like it, and I think it's got a lot of room to grow. This game has actually already reached over 170 players, I believe, as in active right now as this video is uploaded. It could be more now. And it's also pushing 450,000 visits, which is really great for a game that only came out about a month ago. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a couple of things that I like about the game. I'm going to aim for about 3 things that I like, and then 3 things that I don't like, or 3 things that could be improved. So starting off with things that I like about the game, I'm a very big fan of the variety of cars in the game, as well as all of the different skins that can be applied to the cars. For example, there's gold cars, there's diamond cars, I believe. It makes it so that even if you get a car that's not necessarily a good car, it could be a slightly higher tier car, so instead of it being a standard, it could be a gold or a diamond, which will of course pay you more money. The crates are kind of similar in the sense that there's different crates and styles of crates, and it sort of makes you want to constantly get ones that look different, or ones that look like they might be a higher rarity even if they're not. You can also buy crates from a store. Now how that works is that it's server based, so everyone on your server, it's the same inventory essentially. So if I buy out all of the highest tier crates, then nobody else can get them until it refreshes. I'm a big fan of the index in the games. Now what that is it's basically a database of all the cars that you've ever gotten while you've been playing it. I think it's a really cool feature, and I think that it really adds to the game. I think that was probably coming from me playing games where I really like to collect things, so that's done very well, and I think it's really good. And then finally, the last thing that I'm going to say that I like is I like how it's laid out in general. It's very simple, the art style's just spot on, everything looks the same, it's aesthetically pleasing without being too crazy and out there. Like, it's not like a hyper realistic game. I like how everything's laid out. I like that I can see other players and I can see other players' cars, and in general I like that you can teleport between your plot with all of your cars to where you can sell, to where you upgrade. I think that's cool. I almost was going to say it was a negative because I'm not generally a fan of being able to teleport in games, but for this style of game I think it works perfectly. Oh, and there's a bonus thing that I like. I've actually forgot about this until I looked at the thumbnail that I was making. I really like that you have a cube that spawns in the middle that's almost like a community one. It's like an airdrop, right? It spawns in and then you need everyone to go attack it to unlock the rewards from it. The only negative with this is that when I was playing it, nobody wanted to go near it. I don't know why that is. But overall it's a really good mechanic. It maybe could just use some more polish or some more reason to want to go get it. So moving on to the more feedback heavy section of the video, or I guess like the sort of more negative part, I think that the cache that's in the bottom left could work better if it was beneath upgrades, plot, and sell. It could maybe work better there, or I would even think about putting it in the bottom right. There is a study on why you should put stuff like that in the bottom right in games. I can't remember the actual reason, but I think it's got to do with how people, like outside of games, how people use social media and how they always look at the bottom right. It's something like that. But yeah, overall, I would move where the cache is, and the reason for that as well is because it took me quite a while to realize that I was actually gaining cash, and that'll sound really weird, but you have to remember that I'm coming at it from the perspective of I'm a brand new player. I've never even heard of this game before, and I could see that I was earning cash, like I could collect it, things like that, but I couldn't see where my cash was because I'm not used to looking in the bottom left for cash. Moving on to something entirely different. With the auto attack, what I found was that anytime that I was auto attacking, whenever you walk away, it doesn't automatically turn off. So I was walking away and then it was sending me back. It took me like a couple seconds to realize, but it would just be like a nice quality of life feature of like, if you walk away a certain distance, it will just automatically turn off. Then sort of my final two pieces of feedback are, there was a part, I'll try and put it into the video, but there was a part where I've completed my tutorial, but a new player has joined and they're doing their tutorial and they haven't finished it yet, but I can see their arrows, like their tutorial arrows to tell you where to go. So I think that needs to be changed because it actually caught me quite off guard and I was a bit confused by it. And then finally, some of the cars or larger vehicles, I guess, like the buses and stuff, they sit too far forward or they're just too large. So the text that tells you how much cash it's gotten will sit underneath the vehicle and then you won't know how much you're actually gathering. Again, that's nothing major, that's just quality of life stuff. But to be honest, but in general, like in my overall review of the game, I think that you guys did a really, really good job on that. Definitely with more updates and more refinement and just making it that bit more addictive and getting the game out there, maybe making videos on it or something like that there. Like this is very fun. It's a game that could definitely have a couple thousand people playing it, and I quite like it, and I think that it's really cool to see. Especially that it was put in Cinnamon Connect and stuff like that. That was very impressive. So finally, to give my overall rating of the game, I'm going to start doing this where it's out of 10. I'm going to say that this game is an 8, which is actually quite high because I'm like, to get a 9 or a 10, it's going to have to be something really, really special. So an 8 is very, very high. And yeah, my closing thoughts are really good game. You've done well. I think that you just need to make it that bit more addictive and just keep working on it. It's a game that I would definitely keep working on and keep updating. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know. Leave a comment down below and help with the algorithm and everything like that there. But also make sure that you join the Cinnamon Connect Discord. It's in the description. You can submit your games there if you want me to talk about them or give reviews or feedbacks or anything like that on it. And I will do my best to continue, obviously, creating content like this and providing as much feedback as I can, let's say. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.